live, go live, go live. We're live. Gotta you're not on yet, bro. I
You
got
said we're live.
Yeah, well we're live, but the you see the screen?
If anybody's listening, I did a Nixon.
Anyways, throat's a little stripped, so not gonna be yelling or talking loud. But let's go over the panel, guys. Or let me introduce the panel, I should say. Matt Chase, George, Bailey, Cameron, Geoff, Carlos, Wyatt, Colton, all not able to make it today. So we have. Oh, button's not working. Oh, and we have. Hey, you guys are kind of in place. Huh? Huh? Look at that. You want to introduce yourself, Red Ghost? I'm fixing it. All right, don't mess with the camera too much.
I'll put it back.
oh,
Look, there he is.
oh, there he
Now you,
is.
now you just gotta unmute himself and
Yeah,
turn it
this
for you.
I'm trying to figure everything out. I apologize. I was trying to get it on my PC, it wasn't working, so now we're on phone.
Okay.
So now just hit your camera button.
Okay.
Should just be like a pop-up like the mic.
Now it's on.
There we go.
Hey,
Working?
there he is.
It kind of straightened me out doing it that way. It kind of just tricks us all, to be honest.
yeah. I gotta fix his camera, but you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Brendan Clark.
Damn, just doxed himself off the bat.
Yeah, what else?
Who's your favorite sports teams?
I'm an LA Rams fan.
Good guy, right
New Orleans Pelicans fan.
there.
For the hockey, I'm a Red Wings fan. I was named after a Red Wings player. And then for baseball, I really don't care. I like the sports team in spring, but I'm the biggest United States World Cup fan since like 2 weeks ago. Proud
Yeah.
American, proud patriot.
I have money on them winning the World Cup, so me too. Let's
As
go
you
USA.
should. Greatest nation in the world. They're absolutely dominating at tying games.
Hey, we dominated the Iran team, so that's all that matters.
We've been doing that for 20 years. It's not going to change if it's in soccer or if it's George W. Bush giving the shots. It's not going to change.
Oh, Lord. You're going off, Jordan.
Well,
Well,
go down the line.
You already know who I am. I'm the king of this show, the most cheated out of this show. Young Pyramid, named after the great Greek god Young Pyramid. I just invented that myself. Go Titans. Rams still suck this year.
True.
Yeah,
He's not wrong.
Finish it off with this year, right? One more?
Me?
Yeah, one more.
Oh, I thought you meant Derek had one more like team or something.
Oh.
I'm Christian. I'm a Saints fan, sadly. Nobody wants to win our division. So.
Love to be in your division right now, bro.
I will never forgive you guys for screwing us.
That's true.
That's all I gotta say.
Wait, did you just say you would love to be in that division?
You hear that,
moment.
Jordan? Somebody, a Rams fan, admitted it.
No, my dad is a Saints fan, hence why I'm a New Orleans Pelicans fan. And we went to the Saints Rams game last week, or 2 weeks ago. And yeah, no, I feel.
Oh. I'll finish what he was about to say. He says, "We agree it's a bad call, but there was just other bad calls," is what he was going to say.
That's the worst call in non-call in history.
It's a bad call, all right? Yeah, it's a non-call. But there was a lot of non-calls. Hence back to the drive right before that, when Goff's face mask almost got pulled off his head, I'm just saying. But
That's different. That's in a pile up. It's hard to see. This
Bro.
was literally right in front of the ref's eyes, bro.
Jared Goff was scrambling out
You
of
also-
pocket. Man's grabbed his face mask. We should have got a whole new set of downs right on the one. No call.
Saints fans also seem to forget that the fact that Drew Brees threw an interception on the first drive. They got
Thank you.
the ball in overtime.
Okay, but that literally sucked all the momentum out. We didn't need that
It's
drive.
your hope.
If we get that catch, that's a first down. We kick a field goal with no time left.
There's a lot of
Didn't
what
happen.
ifs, bro, in that game.
We still lost the Super Bowl. It's not like
Yeah, we
that's-
saved you
That's
that
one
pain.
thing I can say is that Saints team is not only putting up 3 points.
Yeah,
I
you put up
agree.
2.
I-
Okay, that's fine. I don't know. You wouldn't have put up 3. It's fine. You probably would have put up 10, 17. I'll give you that.
I think they may have even won.
I
Who knows?
would have
think-
liked that.
That Saints team was a really good team.
Dude, the fact that we only got 1 ring out of Drew Brees is a crime.
Prime.
I can't
Well,
believe it.
the Packers only got 1 ring out of Aaron Rodgers.
Oh my God, that poor team. Not really. Fuck them.
All right. Let's get in the show. This is supposed to be the shortest episode, but that was the longest intro. Brendan, you're new here, so you don't have to go first, right? And no, you're not going first, Brendan.
Okay.
And I wasn't sure you were going to be here, so I kind of tailored this episode to these two over here. So, Derek, why don't you show Brendan how this works, right? I'll give you 1 minute. Name the Cavs' last 5 All-Stars.
So we got Jared Allen.
Go ahead, yeah.
We've got Darius Garland. I think Kevin Love was an all-star.
You think?
Yeah, he's been kind of iffy. LeBron James and Kyrie Irving.
Hey, nice job, man.
Damn.
All right.
That clock is sped up again, Jordan.
No, are you sure?
I think so.
This is a whole new clock, sir, from the old previous one.
Did you start it at 4 minutes or 5 minutes?
It started at 4:10.
Oh, okay, because it was at like 3:45, and I was like, "There's no way that was a minute and 10 seconds."
All right, Christian, buddy. Last 5 Nick All-Stars. 1 minute. Go ahead.
Julius Randle. God. Mello. J.R. Smith. What?
JR's never been an All-Star.
Damn. Even when he was 6th man of the year? That's crazy. God dang.
Bro, that's your team.
Amari
man.
Stoudemire. Nate Robinson.
Never an
Damn.
All-Star.
I feel like I gotta go pretty far back for this, but I'm also like,
Run
I
out of
think
time.
I'm gonna stop there.
All right, Brendan. So, I wasn't expecting
Nervous.
someone to get all the points. Do you know who he's missing? One guess. There's
Wow.
2 possible answers.
The Knicks have sucked for a long time. So it's kind of hard to go back. They just kind of got relevant. I have no idea.
You don't get docked a point for a guess on when it's not your turn.
I can't even think of a.
Derek, you got a guess.
Was Tyson Chandler an all-star with the Knicks?
Tyson Chandler was an All-Star. Last possible answer, Kristaps Porzingis. I know I said it wrong.
Yep.
I
Wasn't
forgot
gonna go
about
with
him. I forgot he played for the Knicks.
I did not know he made an all-star team for us.
I think he made a couple. Not sure. Brendan, who's your favorite basketball team?
Pelicans.
Oh,
The
yeah,
Pelicans,
Pelicans.
but kind of a new fan. I'm not really good with basketball, so wish me luck.
All right. Let me pull it up on my phone here.
Now, with the Pelicans, does that include the Hornets? Because it might go back that far.
It's New Orleans, fam. All right.
Yeah.
Whenever you're ready, Brendan. 1 minute. Go ahead.
Alrighty.
Did you say something?
Yeah, did Brandon Ingram?
Oh, okay.
All right. Was Zion?
Zion.
Anthony Davis?
Anthony Davis.
DeMarcus Cousins?
Boogie Cousins.
Who's the last one? Dang.
Got about 50.
Is it-
10 seconds. Go ahead.
Oh, is it Chris Paul?
It is Chris Paul.
Dang.
Ah!
How does that make you feel, Christian?
Did you ever say who the last two Knicks ones were?
I got Tyson Chandler.
Oh, the last one Nick.
Kristaps.
Oh yeah, duh. I don't know why I forgot that.
I know it was only a few minutes ago.
He's that forgettable.
Well, again, since I wasn't sure another person was on here, I got your football ones on here as well, all right? So let's just go again. Or do you guys want to flip the order? What do y'all want to do?
Okay.
I'll go first.
All right. It's easier for me because my phone's already in my hand. If you guys would like to conversate for a while, quick second while I look this up.
Y'all
Hey,
watching the Bills game?
I was just about to ask how that's going. I got the notification that they were down 17-2 or 17-7.
Yeah.
Honestly, Patriots are kind of letting them get away with it.
Yeah.
It is the Bills.
The Jones cornerback, Josh Jones or whatever his name is, he's been good all season. He's just getting burnt by Stephon Diggs like all game.
All right.
Yeah, that kind of happens.
You guys ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Great.
So wait, is this like Pro Bowl votes?
You wish. But
Well, I was just assuming.
it is Brendan. Top 5 all-time Rams leaders in touchdowns. No quarterbacks.
No quarterbacks.
No
Alrighty.
quarterbacks. 1 minute. Go ahead.
Cooper Kupp.
This is all time, by the way.
Cooper doesn't have all time.
Uh,
Todd Gurley.
Todd Gurley.
Not quarterback. What's his damn name? I can't believe all of those old players are gone in my head.
About 10 seconds coming up here. 10 seconds.
What? No, it was. Damn, I fumbled hard.
So sad.
I
Marshall
couldn't think
Faulk.
of any. Marshall
Oh,
Faulk. Who are
Come on, wait! Don't we get to steal?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
That was my guess,
All right.
bro.
I'm sorry. I was just so disappointed in Brendan. All right.
Yeah, I felt
well,
bad.
Since Marshall Falk is off the board, I'm gonna guess Torrey Holt.
Torrey Holt.
Who all has been said?
Marshall Falk, Torrey Holt, and Todd Gurley.
And Cooper Kupp.
Isaac Bruce.
Isaac Bruce. Would you
I
like to
guess
try and
again?
guess the last one, Derek? I'll give you 5 seconds.
Nah, I can't guess another one.
All right, Christian, I'll give you 5 seconds.
Is it Eric Dickerson?
No, Eric Dickerson is 6. It is Steven Jackson.
Wow.
That makes sense.
The order is Marshall, Isaac, Torrey, Todd, Steven. Steven.
I can't believe you stole Marshall
I'm
Falk.
sorry.
from me,
I'm
bro.
sorry. Just the lack or the lack of joy I had watching Brendan not think of any
Struggle.
names.
Yeah. Any other day, I would have at least thought of Marshall Falk.
All right. Derek, you ready? No, wait, no. Christian,
Yeah.
you ready?
Oh yeah, Christian.
Yeah.
And go.
So number 1 is Marcus Colston, most underrated receiver ever. 2 is Kamara. He just took over. Number 3, who's Mark Ingram. 4, I guess I don't have to go in order, but oh man, it's Hillard, right?
He's not 4, but he's 5.
It's not Reggie. Deuce McAllister.
It is Deuce. The Deuce.
I thought it was gonna be Joe Horn for a second. I was like, I can't remember what he's at.
All right, the pressure's flipped back on you now, Derek. Are you
I'm
ready?
gonna get a lot of these. Yeah.
And go.
Derrick Henry,
Derrick Henry,
Eddie George,
Eddie George.
Chris Johnson.
Yeah, Chris Johnson.
Well, I was thinking. It's not
It sounded like you didn't know what you were saying.
No, I knew. I was almost pausing because of it. This is where it gets tough because I don't know a lot of these old players because it was right when I started. Oh gosh, let's see. Dyson. I don't think it's him. We don't have a lot. I might
15
just.
seconds.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stop there.
All right. Would you like a chance, Christian?
Kenny Britt.
Nope.
Not
You got a
Kenny
guess,
Britt.
Brendan?
Robert Woods.
Oh my gosh.
Well, based on all the receivers on this list, he could be up there in like 2 or 3 years, legitimately.
Was
But
AJ Brown? Was AJ Brown on there?
no.
Corey Davis,
I
is
really
he?
think.
So, guys, number 2 all time, Earl Campbell. Number 5, obviously, guys, is Charlie Hennigan, guys. Obviously.
So
I don't know how I forgot about him.
Earl Campbell was just an Oiler. I didn't know if that counted or not.
Well, it did. All right.
Too late now.
Okay. Oh yeah. Last of the gimmicks here. All right. Who am I? NBA. Brendan, you can be first. Do you want the? All right. So what this is, right? You asked me 8 questions, or however quick you can get it. Right. We have a current NBA player, Jesus Christ, guys. Current NBA player, NBA legend, current NFL player, NFL legend, current UFC fighter, UFC legend, current WWE wrestler, WWE legend. I don't know why that's so hard to say, guys, but it was super hard.
I'm gonna take current NFL.
All right, current NFL. Go ahead. You can ask me any question except for what team I currently play for.
Alrighty. NFC or AFC?
AFC,
Offense or defense?
offense,
NFC or AFC South?
no,
Ooh. Wide receiver?
no,
Quarterback?
yes,
Top 10 in passing?
yes,
How many questions do I have left?
2,
2? Alrighty.
Guesses count as a question as well.
yeah.
Oh, okay. So I've got basically one more.
Probably shouldn't have had you go first, but
Or you
No,
could
it's
just,
all right.
or you could just guess 2 quarterbacks.
Guess 2 quarterbacks. I'd rather see if I could get division. Let's go AFC West.
yes,
Wow, am I gonna go with one or two? I Herbert.
What was that?
Am I Justin Herbert,
I'm not
or is it
Justin
Justin Herbert?
Herbert.
Oh, it was the other option.
All right, Derek, would you like a chance to guess who it is?
Patrick Mahomes.
It is Patrick Mahomes. Also, forgot to mention the less amount of questions you ask me and the quicker you get it, more points are on
More
the
points.
line. So,
First.
yeah, like I was saying, I shouldn't have had you go first. That was my bad.
All good.
All right,
You
Derek.
could,
Still learning. Still learning.
and you can also, instead of asking like, "Am I a receiver?" you could just say, "What position?" and he'll tell you the
Oh.
position.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
tricks to get it down quicker, but
Yeah.
Derek,
Learning.
Current NBA.
current NBA. All right, go ahead.
What college did I go to?
Duke.
What year was I drafted?
Let me pull it up. I want to say 2011 though. And I was first drafted in my first season was 2011.
What conference am I in?
I am in the East.
What position?
Point guard.
Don't think he got drafted that far back. Am I Kyrie Irving?
I am Kyrie Irving.
Bro, I did not think he was in the league that long.
Yep, 4 questions, 4 points. All right. Christian, you ready?
Yeah.
What are you taking?
Current UFC.
All right, current UFC. I know I'm gonna need to research some stuff, but go ahead.
What weight division?
I want to say featherweight. Pretty sure featherweight.
You confirm.
I have fought in bantamweight, featherweight, and lightweight. According
Are
to
you Frankie
Wikipedia.
Edgar?
I'm not Frankie Edgar.
Damn. Boy or girl?
Boy.
Am I a champion?
No.
Ooh. Bantamweight, featherweight. When was my last fight?
Pretty recently. Let me see. YouTube says I did a face off with this person August 12th. So it's been like 3 months.
Man. It was tougher than I thought. I don't know who would fight that many divisions.
Yeah, you and Cameron were walking around all big shotted, so I thought I'd make it a little tougher.
Were all these fights? Did he fight in all these divisions in the UFC?
Oh, God. I'm just going to say ask me something else because I don't know.
Like Cub Swanson.
No.
God dang. What division am I currently in?
Pretty sure featherweight.
Can't you just look up his last fight and it'll tell you what division it was in?
No.
What? Yeah.
I mean, that's not what it did, but I'm
Just
trying
search
to.
like
It
this
was at
person's name.
bantamweight.
Bantamweight? Man.
It's your last guess, buddy.
This is freaking Michael Johnson?
Nope.
Damn, what the fuck?
Would you like to take a guess who he's talking about or who I am, Brendan? No. Derek?
Max Holloway.
Not Max Holloway. I am Dominic Cruz, guys. Dominic Cruz. What?
When has this man ever fought at lightweight?
That's what Wikipedia says, guy.
Oh my gosh! If you would have answered my UFC one, I would have got that.
I don't know. I'm just saying. All right. One more round.
And wait, no, you screwed me. You said he's never been a champion.
No, you said, "Am I a champion?" I'm not a
Okay.
champion right now.
But when I ask you that for WWE, you say yes, even if they're not currently.
Because you'll say, "Have I ever been a champion?" You don't say, "Am I a champion?"
No, I'm pretty sure I asked it that same way, and you say I have been a champion.
Derek, you've been here, right? You've seen this. What do I usually do?
You said, "Am I a champion?"
Thank you. I answered it. All right. One more round. What do you want, Christian?
To leave.
That's your fault.
No, you don't have the correct answers. Lightweight, that man has never fought at
That's
lightweight.
what it said.
Current WWE.
All right, current WWE. I'm ready.
Am I on Raw or SmackDown right now?
SmackDown.
Did I have a match at Survivor Series?
I did.
Male or female?
Male.
Have I ever been a champion?
Yes. Well,
Damn it.
I mean, do you want to like clarify
Have I ever
that,
been
or-
Have I ever been world champion?
I've never been world champion.
Am I Sami Zayn?
No.
Am I Jey Uso?
Yes. 1, 2, 3. All right, Derek. What do you want?
To be nice to Brendan, I'll do past NBA. He can have the NFL one.
Thank you.
All right, past NBA. Go ahead. I'm ready.
What year was I drafted?
1984.
I'm screwed. Did I play for more than one team?
Yes, I did.
What conference did I spend majority of my career in?
Poof. Probably the West, but it's pretty close.
Can I ask what teams I played for, or is that a no-go?
I'll let the panel vote on that. What do you
I
say?
just got here.
Well, do you think I should know the teams that I played for?
I feel like that's a little too good. I'd say maybe on like your second to last guess
I don't
before you
mind
guess
that.
the player.
So
I'd say that makes it more fair.
what team did I get drafted by?
The Sixers.
84 Sixers. That was 4, right?
That's 4.
What team did I end with?
The Rockets.
Am I Dominique Wilkins?
I'm just looking at you with, what the hell was that? No, I'm not Dominique Wilkins.
He never played for the Rockets.
You never played for the Rockets or the Sixers.
Who am I thinking of?
I think you were thinking of Akeem Olajuwon.
Maybe. Didn't he play with Hakeem Olajuwon? God, this is hard. I don't like the past NBA one. Should have did past WWE. All right,
I'm sure I know who this is.
got 2 more questions.
Hey, question. If we have a guess, who gets guesses first?
Whoever is on your right.
Yeah.
Unless
so
you're
Christian,
on the end, then it will just go back to the start.
Okay.
what college did I play for?
Auburn.
Am I Julius Irving?
1984.
Bro, I don't know.
He played in the ABA.
Why are you even asking me these questions? And then these
I got
people like,
one. Am I Hakeem Olajuwon?
no. All right, just no. All right. Christian, you got a guess on who it is?
Charles Barkley.
Yes, that's Charles Barkley. Auburn, and then he follows it up with, "Am I Dr. J?" Like what?
Where did he go to college?
Ooh, Dr. J. He went to like
Yeah.
UMass or something. Not
Oh,
Auburn.
I think I knew that because my dad has a UMass Dr. J jersey.
Bruh, so that's even worse.
It's the fact that you thought he got drafted in '84 that killed me.
When did he get drafted? The 70s?
'60s probably.
Oh my gosh.
All right, you ready? You ready, Brendan?
Yeah, I'm gonna do NFL legends.
All right, NFL legend. Now that you're more familiar with this, what do you got
Yep.
to ask me?
What position am I?
A quarterback.
Quarterback or cornerback?
I pass the ball.
Cool. NFC.
What was that?
Position did I play for?
I played for the AFC West.
Am I John Elway?
I'm not John Elway.
Did I play in the 90s?
No.
What year did I play? Or was I drafted? Sorry.
You were I was drafted in 2004. The panel looks like they know it.
I know Derek knows it.
I have a good guess.
Still have 3 questions.
I've got 3 questions.
Yes, you do.
Alrighty. Did I ever win a Super Bowl?
I never won a Super Bowl.
Can I ask now, since it's second to last, can I ask for a team?
I played for the Chargers and the Colts.
Chargers and the Colts. Drafted in 2004. Chargers and I'll play for the Chargers. Oh, it's Philip Rivers. God,
It's Philip
God.
Rivers.
I thought he played for the Colts.
The first
Things like
thing that popped in my head was either Jay Cutler or Jake Plummer. I
Why?
don't know.
AFC West?
Yeah. When he said AFC West, I was like, it's one of them, but
I think we're throwing around legend a little.
Philip
loosely
Rivers
here.
was pretty good. All right,
Philip
come
Rivers
on.
a
he's
legend.
gonna be in the Hall of Fame.
Okay, I don't know about that. Maybe
Bro,
fringe.
hey.
Like,
Weren't you saying
Well,
that you didn't know
not
if Matt
first-
Stafford was in the Hall of Fame?
Not
Me?
who, me?
Yeah.
I
No, not
think
you,
Matt
Derek.
I think Matt Stafford, after that Super Bowl, he's in the Hall of Fame for sure.
I was the one who said
Before.
fringe.
Maybe another one. Yeah.
All right, let's jump into the real show now. All right, ready? This is for everybody. This is Jimmy G's record, guys. Man is 40-19, just like Steve Young, and better than Joe Montana record-wise, including the playoffs, but no Super Bowl rings. What do you got to say about that, Brendan? You're new. Go ahead.
Jimmy G is the most successful Niners quarterback. He completely understands the offense perfectly. There's a reason why when Trey Lance got injured, the Niners got better. They had a better record after he was gone. They're not trying to raise this rookie quarterback. They have Jimmy G. The locker room has Jimmy G. Has Jimmy G's back. The whole Niners organization likes Jimmy G. He just couldn't get it done. But now he has the weapons. He can it's not all the pressure on him. He's got a top tier running back in Christian McCaffrey. And he absolutely has as a Rams fan, this is hard to say, but they can absolutely win the Super Bowl this year. He doesn't have enough pressure on him that he can breathe and play how Jimmy G does. He's not the most stylish quarterback, as he is the most handsome quarterback. He's no Patrick Mahomes, but he absolutely has what it takes to win a Super Bowl.
Good answer. That was the hardest point I ever had to give, but right there, go ahead.
So I disagree with a lot of what Brendan said. I think Jimmy G is a system quarterback. I think he has a really good coach at the 49ers. He has a really good team behind him. That defense is always top tier. His weapons are really, really good. Deebo Samuel is the greatest utility weapon in the history of football, in the first few years of his career. He's conservative, so he can't always get it done in the playoffs. He can't win a Super Bowl because he plays a style of football that won't win a Super Bowl game. He likes to play slow. He likes to be comfortable. When teams start pressuring him, he gets flustered. And I don't think the record shows as much as how good of a quarterback he is, but as more so on how good Kyle Shanahan has that team running.
All right, Christian, you ready? Where'd he go?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
So this just proves my point that I said before the season even started, that starting Trey Lance was dumb. Jimmy G is a proven winner. And for what Derek is saying, that Jimmy G's in the good system, why weren't they winning like this with Trey Lance in? Why weren't they winning like this before Jimmy G came to the 49ers? Like, he knows how to win. He knows what to do. I think he can know the system well, but I think that goes to him, not just saying he's in a good system. He is in a good system, but you got to be more than that. He won with the Patriots when Tom Brady was out. He knows how to win. Trey Lance is not as good as everybody says. He's athletic. That's all he's really got going for him. Just like Justin Fields. Oh, look at what he's doing. He ain't winning games. That's what he's doing. Jimmy G I said it a couple weeks ago, 49ers Chiefs Super Bowl. Can I say he'll beat Mahomes? I don't know, but he'll be there again. And then to your point that he can't win the big one, Aaron Rodgers can't win the big one. They keep him in. Phillip Rivers, we just talked about, could never win the big one. He played for 100 years. I'll say Drew Brees. He stayed in a while when we couldn't win the big one. So, just because he hasn't won a Super Bowl yet doesn't mean he's not their best option they have for the foreseeable future.
All right, like the honesty there.
I just want to clarify something. He threw a cheap shot at Justin Fields. Justin Fields is in the worst system in the NFL right now.
That is true.
I got to agree with that also.
And he also
imagine
said,
if Nagy was calling the plays still. It'd be even worse.
He said the Patriots, like, that's not the best systematic spot you could be as a quarterback with Bill Belichick. Come on, bro.
It's the Bears 9 wins.
Okay, I'm like pretty sure the coach and John Lynch got there after Jimmy G. Am I wrong about that? Or at least the coach, right?
I believe Shanahan.
Wasn't he there with Colin Kaepernick, and that's how Jimmy G got in?
I think he was there. I think they were both there before Jimmy G.
Now, Kaepernick Kaepernick was gone with Harbaugh.
Yeah, they were there before Jimmy G.
All right,
they spent money to get Jimmy G from the Patriots.
Yeah, you're right. All right, let's move on. And this was gonna be a versus, but since there's only 3 of you, bro, how this team doing? How would this team do right now, and how would they do all in their primes? What do you got to say, Christian?
So, it is a pretty decent team, but I think there's too many prima donnas on there. I think they could make the playoffs, but I think they would fall apart when the pressure came. None of these guys are like really proven winners except for Devin Booker, but he needed Chris Paul to get to that spot. I think the weakest link is probably Kuzma, but they'd be a fun team to watch. They do some fun things, so I think that'd be the best thing to come out of it. But I don't think they're winning a championship or nothing.
All right, Derek.
Yeah, so it says, starting five plus a six man. There's no six man on this team. Ben Simmons is sitting on the bench. He's going to be dressed up in his colorful outfit. So you got a starting five there and a cheerleader. But I just want to know who who's going to have the ball, because D'Angelo Russell is a good point guard. He likes to carry the ball, but Devin Booker's that type of guy. I mean, I guess he lets Chris Paul, dictate the ball handling most of the time. Kyle Kuzma being the weakest link is a joke, because there is Ben Simmons, who we see maybe in the prime, because Ben Simmons did dominate for like a half a season in Philly. Uh, Blake Griffin in his prime was a beast. D'Lo throwing up oops to Griffin would be a sight to see. Devin Booker's going off for 30 a game. Kyle Kuzma's getting 2 rebounds and maybe 12 points. But all around, this is a eighth seed team. Yeah.
All right, Brendan.
To me, this team just seems like the team that Stephen A. Smith and all the other analysts before the season would say, this is the team to watch. This is the team to get it done. They're going to the championship. They're doing everything. And then when the season starts, they do nothing. They look like the Nets. They're not going to do anything. They have all the materials to be there. But in reality, like it was said, they're not proven winners. There's no way any of them are going to be able to perform in the playoffs as well as they should. Is the talent there? Absolutely. Do they have the skills and experience to get it? No. I mean, bagging Kylie Jenner at this point isn't even that big of a deal. It seems like any NBA player can do it. I can't wait to see her bag someone new. It's to add to this list. If they add someone, let's say she dates Joker, then this team is a starting team. This team goes crazy if she starts dating Joker. Then this team really goes for the championship, and it's over for the NBA.
Oh man.
Bruh, talk about the weirdest couple ever.
He's the whitest dude in the NBA. Could you
They
imagine?
beat each other. They're just one socially awkward, and the other one gets it done. You know what? She gets all the attention. That's how it works. She gets every single bit of attention while he's just there. He's happy.
What's worse, Kendall dating these six, or Kim marrying Chris Humphries for 43 days?
Probably good. Dude, I got to dock you one, Brendan, though, because you did say Kylie Jenner. That's Kendall.
Ooh,
Oh, it's Kendall. My bad. That's fair.
I didn't
Alright.
catch that. All I heard was Joker.
All right. So apparently these records are unbreakable, but which one's going to get broken? Derek, you want to go first on this one?
Sure.
Can you see them, or you want me to like list them, or
Adam.
what?
I can see him.
All right.
So I think that the finals MVP as a rookie is most likely to happen. What happened? Oh, his camera went off.
He's probably fine.
I was
But
just trying to look at it. I couldn't see it very well. My bad.
Oh.
but I think with all the stars that are coming into the game now, getting to good teams, and then
Hey.
finding their rhythm.
Hang on real quick. I'll send it here in the text if you guys are having problems seeing it. But go ahead, Derek.
So with all these stars getting drafted to, a team carrying this rookie to the finals, and then him having his breakout point at the end of the season, I think that's the most likely out of all of these. Steph Curry's three is never going to get touched. That 100-point game that's a hard one to beat. What's that? MG? Yeah. So Michael Jordan's 6 MVP finals. And so even get to 6 finals is a tough feat. So I've just, in my opinion, that's it.
Okay. I was listening. All right. Who looks more ready? Brendan, you ready?
I'm still trying to look at them and see. Sorry.
Christian, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Hey,
What?
my cat's knocking my mic over.
Oh.
Um, honestly, it's hard to say if any of these will be broken, but I do think if I had to bet on one, I'd probably pick. Oh man, I'd probably pick the unanimous No, god dang. All right, all right. I'm probably gonna pick the All NBA first teams because I think with how like good these players are nowadays, how long they can stay consistent, especially with this being a shooting league, so they're not being as physical. All the special doctors treatments and stuff they got now. I think someone can go on a good 20-year plus run making all NBA first teams with the 3-point surge. I mean, you're not really taking much damage. You're not doing that much to your joints. So I do think that if any of these get broken, it'll most likely be that one.
All right. Brendan?
To me, the one that seems like it's may get broken the most has got to be the 22 years with one single team. I think I get that a lot of players nowadays want to go for the money, want to go for whoever has the best team and want to keep transferring. They want to pull a KD and just hop teams to whoever can win a team. But in reality, we got to look at players like Damian Lillard, who are still stuck. Trailblazers. They have all the talent to go to anywhere else. Go and win a championship and still decide to stay and play for the Trailblazers. And you know what? I think it's that level of commitment. And I think, as stated before, with the medical and all these players playing for as long as they do and how often they flop and not any of the injuries they actually take, it's going to take a lot for these players to be out. I mean, look at LeBron. LeBron's been in the league for, God, it feels like forever. And, you know, who's to say that a player like Damian Lillard can't just stay on one singular team and for more than 22 years? I think that can happen.
I will agree that that might be the easiest one to do. But to last 22 years though, that is the feat right there.
It is tough, and obviously, I mean, but it's been done. I mean, it can happen.
Yeah.
So
Look,
to go
LeBron's
to
still here.
who's ever in the chat over there, because he said the Steve Nash 4-season thing. I don't know, because if anybody was gonna break it, I feel like it would have been Steph, but he hasn't by now. And then also, he has to get 2 unanimous MVPs to break the record, and I don't see anybody getting 2 of those.
Eh. Well, I think if I was to pick one, I'd probably go with the threes, just because with how many our people are shooting now. But Steph is setting that mark pretty high. But let's
And he's
move on.
still going.
All right, yeah, still. All right, this one is just for somebody. Raise their hand. All right, nobody.
Huh?
All right, Derek. This one is just for you, Derek. What's more likely? I don't even know. What do you got to say about this? Let's go ahead.
So the top 4, or even the top 5, you probably could have predicted Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen. That's easy money right there if you were to bet on that.
1 minute also.
Joe Burrow obviously has probably the best receiving core in the league. I'm surprised Kirk Cousins not higher with having Justin Jefferson, especially because Justin Jefferson's the second most receiving yards in the season. And the 2 biggest surprises, Geno Smith, everybody wrote him off. He's still not, well, he's finally starting to write back. He's having some bad games. But Tua, I know Tua missed some games, but not being on this list is insane because Tyreek Hill balling out, Jalen Waddle balling out. So those two, I mean, that's just kind of surprising. I'm surprised Jared Goff's not also a little higher with how explosive his offense was to start the season. But yeah, that's all I really got to say on that.
Okay. I don't see Christian, so Brendan, this one is all yours. 1 minute.
Alrighty.
Go ahead.
So starting out, obviously, you look at this top five, and it all makes sense. I mean, Tyreek Hill coming into this offense, he said Tua was the most accurate quarterback, and obviously it proves he can throw to both Tyreek and Jalen Waddle. Both of those being in the top five just shows how great that Mike McDaniel's offense is. He really commands that team, and he really shows that, hey, he has faith into it, and it absolutely is proven absolutely correctly. Another interesting one that I want to look at is that T. Higgins is up there. Surprising, but after these past couple games, he's getting absolutely targeted by Joe Burrow, and that makes sense. CeeDee Lamb coming in as well as number 7. For half the season, he played with some guy nobody had ever heard of, Cooper Rush. Everybody thought the Cowboys were done. And look at what he's been able to do. He's been able to make an absolute difference for the team, and he's doing absolutely amazing. How much time do I got?
5, 4.
Terry McLaurin is the most underrated receiver in the NFL.
All right. Let's move on, Christian. That leaves you with.
Them kids be mean as hell for no reason.
Need me zoom that? Or is he mean as hell
No,
for no reason?
Yeah, I was hearing whoever yelled in the background.
Marcus, I
But, yeah, I feel like Josh Jacobs' almost 300-yard game last week put him above on this list. I hope he can keep it up because he's on my fantasy team, but I would have to say he probably won't end with the most yards because, those guys are right on his tail. Saquon, I'm kind of sad he slowed down a bit because he was having like one of the best comeback seasons we've seen. Hopefully he can pick it up the last few games, and I kind of want to see the Giants in the playoffs. Miles Sanders is kind of a surprise because I feel like the Eagles got such a core of running backs that's just weird that one of them is even in the top 10. Dalvin Cook's been quiet the last few games as well. It's wild that there's a quarterback in the top 10 for rushing yards and it's not Lamar Jackson. But they do run him a lot. Like he's not just doing it. Like it's like design plays, which is still cool. But
10 seconds.
Yeah, I say Nick Chubb is gonna have the strongest end to the season, and he'll end with the most yards.
All right. You want to talk about right on someone's tail, bro?
Yeah,
Justin Jefferson 1 yard behind. All right.
Tyreek Hill has slowed down a lot the last few weeks.
Yeah.
That says a lot about the Vikings offense that Kirk Cousins in the top 10 for passing yards. Jay Jettis is in the top 2 for receiving yards, and Dalvin Cook's the 6th most rushing yards and leader. And Justin Fields, bro. Remember when you just put dirt on his name for no reason whatsoever?
He's not winning games.
He's in the worst system. The worst.
The point, it's over, guys. All right. And assuming Brendan don't watch WWE, so 30 seconds on this one each, guys. AJ Styles, first playoff pay-per-view win since 2019. Christian, what do you got to say to that?
Yeah, it's honestly kind of a crime, but it's also understandable because AJ can put anybody over, and he has such an established career that he can always bounce. But I do want to see him win more. I'd like to see him in the title picture again. Him and Finn always put on great matches, and Finn got him the first time, so now they need the rubber match, which will be a banger. I'm glad to see him win, and hopefully he keeps winning. And like I said, hopefully he's like one of the challengers for the belt in the next few months.
Okay. Derek, let it quiet down in there a little bit. Brendan, 30 seconds, guy.
The WNBA or the WWE, but it's not as big as it needs to be. I think the WWE needs another staple like The Rock, like John Cena, to really bring it back into that mainstream audience. We need another WWE star that can act in movies. You know, I think we need more of that. So until we get some of that, that's when I'm not interested.
All right, Derek, quiet down a little bit. You good? You ready?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
So the disrespect from Brendan to the Miz, because the Miz has been acting in movies for years. But I think either of these guys should be competing for a title. AJ Styles not winning since 2019 at a pay-per-view is just insane, because when I started rewatching WWE a couple years back, he was like the face of like the new generation, and now he's just not winning. I just the disrespect they put on these stars.
Okay, all right. I think Brendan meant box office, not straight in the box bin of Walmart. Let's- all right, last question before somebody goes home. What's up with the Ravens, man? Brendan, you got that? What's going on?
I got a lot to say about the Ravens. What is happening? Oh my goodness! If you watch that Jacksonville game, they had all the opportunities to go down and score a touchdown, and you had Ravens fans being so entitled, watching Justin Tucker missed a 67-yard field goal. They think he's God. They honestly look at that man like he's become something that he isn't. There were so many problems, and I think it all stems from the coaching. The offense is failing. I mean, we talked about it before with Lamar Jackson not even being in the top running backs. It's kind of surprising. We expect to see more of it. So what are they doing? They don't have a top 10, they don't have a top 15 wide receiver. I mean, Mark Andrews is the only one out there catching passes. It's really just Lamar. The Ravens need help. They needed to go off and spend money on a wide receiver this offseason, and they didn't. And it's absolutely failing the team. They may miss the playoffs. I say the Bengals win the division, and they're out. If they make the playoffs, their first round exits. That's it. They're not going anywhere until they get a receiver to help Lamar. So please, for the love of God, help Lamar, or Harbaugh's gone. He's gone.
Whoa. All right. Not seeing Christian. So Derek, you ready?
Yeah, so I think that Lamar Jackson is failing himself more so than the Ravens, because he's in this contract year. He's trying to get paid. And to get paid, you got to win games. Doesn't matter if you go up, 21 points with 12 minutes left, or you have to win the game. You have to finish out strong. To lose to Jacksonville, who's a bottom tier team in a bottom tier division, is embarrassing, especially when you're up 6 minutes left by 9 points, to let them come back. And Trevor Lawrence, who hasn't proved to be that good of a star quarterback, just kill your defense because they're so burnt out and tired because the offense can't keep the ball moving. Yeah, they need a receiver. Their running backs keep getting hurt, so they need to find a way to either keep their running backs healthy or move on and get new running backs that are going to progress and get better with the team, help Lamar Jackson in the backfield. Their line isn't doing much. Mark Andrews has been out all season, basically. I mean, he's been gone since, I think, week 6. So you need to get him healthy. That's your star receiver right there is Mark Andrews. And to have your tight end a star receiver is not that bad, especially you'd look at Travis Kelce. He's in the top 6 for receiving yards. But if your best receiver's missing the game and then your next best receiver's Devin Duvernay, like, come on.
I think you have Mark Andrews and Darren Waller confused.
Yeah, Mark Andrews missed games, bro.
Not
He
since
did,
week
but he wasn't
6,
out for he was out for like 2 weeks.
at
He
most.
wasn't out for most of it.
He only missed a game.
He was on my fantasy teams. He's on my fantasy team, so
He's only missed
I know
one game.
Yeah.
I named my team after him.
All right, Christian,
He's the star of my season.
go ahead.
Yeah, everyone's trying to blame Lamar for these losses. I don't think it's him. I think it's kind of messed up that they're blaming him, especially when going into this season, everybody was saying, oh, this is the worst team Lamar's had. Lamar has no team. He's not going to win it. So I don't know how they could blame him when it's mostly the defense and the coaching. I think they'll still maybe win the division, but definitely make the playoffs. I don't know how deep of a playoff run they can go on. because honestly, with the Saints most likely not making it, I was kind of rooting for the Ravens. So it's kind of sad to see Lamar's like, I think he's the most talented all-around player in the league, but I don't know. I guess that receiver thing and all the running back injuries and then just not having that great of a defense is really biting him. So I think it's a lot of factors, but blaming Lamar is what bugs me the most.
You mean with the Raiders not making it, right?
I mean, the Raiders were my pick, but I wanted the Ravens to win.
All right. Well, it just happened to fall short, man. What do you got to say this week?
Like that first, the first one of the all or the
UFC.
the Knicks All Stars ones really hurt me in the end here, but I'll be
Literally.
back and stronger than ever.
All right. All right.
Is this Christian's first ever exit first?
Let's get rid of the pink
I
one
think
while we're at
so.
it. Hey, you've been eating. All right. All right. Last question, guys. Zion Williams, I don't know why I said Williams, has scored the most total points by a player through 100 games since that man, Michael Jordan. What does that mean? And Derek, you're a little bit behind, so you can go first. Oh, wait, no, actually.
1 point behind you.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead.
So we all knew Zion was going to be a beast in the NBA.
Hold on. I know how you like to do these things, so I'll give you a minute and a half. Go ahead.
So we all knew Zion was going to be a beast in the NBA. He was compared to LeBron. But sitting out those first couple of seasons, I think probably helped him develop and like learn underneath these veterans. So having this stretch isn't surprising because he is much older. Now, I don't think he's going to finish even close to Michael Jordan's final scoring numbers just because he is older now and his career is going to be shorter. He's not going to play nearly as much time, like games as Michael did, especially with the way the NBA sits their players through the season and whatnot. But he's going to be a dominant force for years and years to come. Probably going to end up being the greatest Pelican of all time. I think he's going to surpass Anthony Davis. I think he's going to pass Chris Paul if you count him as a New Orleans guy. I don't know who can. I mean, the way he bodied LeBron the other day, that's insane. Like LeBron, he made LeBron pull up instead of driving. I get to go till 2:30, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah. So I don't know if you've seen the clips, but he drove it on LeBron, scored over LeBron multiple times. And then LeBron tried to drive on him, had to pass it out. Then he tried to do it again, had to pull up and shoot a three. So Zion's stopping one of the top forces in the NBA, and he's not slowing down anytime soon.
See, I would have gave you more points if you had like mentioned a guy who's not like 50 years old getting slammed on by a young guy. But Brendan, what do you got to say?
So, at the beginning of the season, going into all the past seasons, since Zion was drafted and he got injured, everybody has been dogging on this man. Everybody was saying he was too fat, he needed to lose some weight, and that he was the biggest biggest bust in NBA draft history. And then look at this season. He's completely changed the Pelicans. Look at last season, what they were able to do. They made the playoffs, and they looked good. Brandon Ingram was popping off. They had a really strong core. And what did they do? They added Zion back into it, and it only made the core better. Zion dropped 33 yesterday on the Raptors. I don't see him stopping. I see this team absolutely placing really high in the West. And the West is a very tough division. They've got a lot to go through. But this is the most fun team in the NBA. They absolutely have the talent and the skills to go. I don't see a championship. They're too young, but absolutely they can make a mark. And what happens? They're so young. They can absolutely do. I only see the Pelicans going up from here. They can only gain from Zion. Zion, comparing him to MJ is hard because MJ is the greatest player of all time, in my opinion. And comparing Zion Williams, who we really haven't seen that much of, to him is hard to do because their legacies, one of them is only 100 games. and the other is 6 championships. It's hard to do, and I don't think it's fair to Zion, but I think we absolutely need to look at what he's doing now and what he's doing to the Pelicans organization and how he's changing the culture, becoming a winning culture. And I think that's absolutely huge, and it cannot be understated.
Okay. Yeah, I thought those were good points. Dude, Derek, final words? What do you got to say?
New person bias.
What? You gave quick, to the point answers, guys. Don't come at me.
That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, it's the guy who has something to say every time he loses like that. Huh? Brendan,
Wow.
first time here. Oh, hold on, wait. Before I give you your 30 seconds to talk whatever you want to talk, we have a few comments here. It's coach's fault. Lamar's been carrying the team. Zion and being right behind MJ is actually impressive. 4th year now and just hitting 100 games. That's a very good point. And Anthony Bennett is the biggest bust by a mile, what the comments are saying. But, Brendan, first time here. You won it. What do you got to say? I'll give you a minute. Whatever you got to say.
Wow. I thought it was over. I fumbled the LA Rams running backs so hard. I fumbled so extremely hard. And as a Rams fan and as our great host is a Rams fan too, I feel like I did a great dishonest. I want to really give it to first time nervous, there were a lot of times where, hey, just getting started, didn't know what's going on. But you know what? The fact that I was able to come out here and have such a good time with such awesome people and have a really good debate about some great players is really awesome. So I'm absolutely excited to be here. And you know what? This is a great start, and I hope to be back soon.
Thanks for being on, man. We got way more guys for you to play. All right.